Hello and welcome to Stream It.
Yeah, this is the film and TV podcast full of things for you to watch.
And in today's episode, we're going to be answering a big question. What is the best movie musical?
Yeah, hello and welcome to Stream It, the ultimate film and TV podcast.
And of course, this is the home and the place where you can find all the best things to watch.
Now, we've also got our top 5 recommendations this week, and this is where we pick for you 5 things that you defo need to watch. That's coming up a bit later.
But before we get into any of that, I'm going to start with some news. It has been announced that Phineas and Ferb is coming back for 40 brand new episodes. How good has that gone?
Oh, so good. 40 brand new episodes as well. That's like loads of episodes, isn't it?
Yeah, it is so many. And did you know that the show actually stopped airing new episodes in 2015?
Really?
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it? They obviously had the movie out, didn't they? They had Phineas and Ferb the movie, and that was in 2020. So maybe that's why we're thinking, we've just seen some new stuff. But this has been on a break for like 7 years, so it's very exciting.
Well, there we go. It is back, 40 brand new episodes for you. And the show's co-creator, Dan Povenmire, said, "I'm eagerly looking forward to diving back into the show for them and a whole new generation." Oh, yeah.
Yes, Dan, we'll take that, won't we, Connor?
We sure will.
Now, you can expect to see brand new Phineas and Ferb on your screens very soon.
So right now in this episode, we're solving a very big question.
Oh, I like that. Did you just try and top my big question from earlier?
This one is very big.
It is, because the Stream It Supercomputer has randomly generated a genre film along with 3 films, and we have to decide which is the best. Oh, it's going to be so hard.
Does not compute. Does not compute.
And today, the computer wants us to find out the best movie musical.
Oh, this is right up my street. You might struggle a little bit with this, Connor.
Well, do you know what? I've actually got into movie musicals a bit more recently, but I've only seen a few, not loads.
Okay, well, the 3 options we have today are Matilda the Musical, Encanto, and Frozen.
They are like the 3 best ones ever as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they absolutely are. Well, in my opinion, they absolutely are. And I mean, I'm just going to come out and I'm just going to say it. I think when we're looking at movie musicals, I think Matilda's top for me.
This school is full of rebels. You! What is your name?
Matilda.
Yeah, I don't know, because we've still got Encanto there as an option. That Matilda the Musical, though, is fantastic. It's very good. Because I'm a fan of the original Matilda as well. So when it comes as a musical, I was like, wow, this is like 10 times better than the original.
Yeah, and I love the movie as well. In fact, did you know that in the stage version of Matilda the Musical, the role of Miss Trunchbull was actually usually played by a man?
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? And originally for the film, they had Ralph Fiennes, who's the actor who plays Voldemort, and he was originally going to play Miss Trunchbull.
I never knew that. That is like fun fact central on Matilda the Musical. It's safe to say that you probably do prefer it to me, mate.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? But, of course, Emma Thompson, swooped on in there. And, of course, she was Nanny McPhee, so it was like she was perfect for it.
I'm a big fan of Emma Thompson, and I do think as well in Matilda the Musical, all of the Emma Thompson things that I love just become like loads better. She's fantastic in it.
Yeah, she is. She's great. She's very good as well when you're in the film of like, you just don't like her at all, do you? I don't like her.
I know, and I think the funniest thing about that, all of the facts that you've told me, is the fact that Voldemort has appeared in Matilda the Musical. That's something to remember, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is pretty cool, actually. Well, he was chosen for it and he didn't quite make the cut, sadly. I mean, imagine turning down Voldemort. What?
So So you're obviously a massive fan of Matilda the Musical, but Encanto, it's great, isn't it? I mean, when you look at Fun Kids and when we done the top 100 Disney songs, Encanto was number one with We Don't Talk About Bruno, so it is loved.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And also as well, it was obviously the first original Disney song to top the UK singles chart, which is pretty impressive.
Which is so impressive when you think about the other musical that we're talking about with Let It Go.
Though this is controversial. I actually don't love We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Oh, do you like the remix?
No, I like Surface Pressure. That's my favourite.
No, but is that because you interviewed the girl that sings Surface Pressure, so therefore you're like besties?
Well, what can I say? Friends in high places, Connor.
Okay, so Encanto is, yes, obviously very, very good. If you haven't seen Encanto, by the way, it is available on Disney+. And where have you been? I mean, where have you been?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we can't totally discount Frozen. Although it's older, we can't discount it at all, can we?
Well, the good thing about Frozen was that I think it kind of started a new generation of kind of Disney animated films and musicals. I feel like Frozen marked a whole new... I mean, when you think about it, right, before that, there was so many musicals out there that we loved, but Frozen just went global and it went massive. And I think that was one of the first ones that ever done it on that scale, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was actually. And it also was one of the first, I think, like, once we kind of like had the internet and stuff like that. And so it meant that, you know, your granny loved it.
Yeah.
The little ones, of course, loved it as well. You loved it. Like, everyone kind of just loved Frozen, I thought. Which is actually really interesting you say that, because it was kind of like the first one to kind of like take over globally, because Disney actually originally wanted to make it in 1930. So that would have been ages ago.
I remember reading about this because I went to see Frozen when it come out, and we got invited through Fun Kids. And I remember hearing this fact and I was like, can you imagine Frozen in the 1930s?
Yeah, I wonder what else I would have been wearing. Probably not that.
I think when you mentioned as well about the fact that your nan has seen Frozen, and it's so true. Like, your dad on the way to school, you've definitely seen him humming to Let It Go, haven't you? Come on.
Yeah, he's like, love is an open door.
Yeah, you're like, Dad, please be quiet. You're not great at that. I do think that Frozen can be crowned maybe as the mother of all movie musicals, but for me and you, it's not our fave. I do think it has to be Matilda the Musical for us.
I think you summed that up perfectly. It's definitely got to take that top spot for sure, just because of its global success. But Matilda's doing it for me at the minute.
Now, we've given you loads of reasons why you should go and check out movie musicals, Encanto, Frozen, all of them. And Matilda the Musical, obviously, because it's our fave. But now what we'd like to do is do the Look Forward, the part of the pod where we give you our top 5 picks of things that you definitely need to be watching this week.
The Look Forward.
I'll go first this week then, Connor, and I've got my first pick, which is Danny and Mick. This is on iPlayer, and it is totally and utterly bonkers. It is basically bonkers brothers, Danny and Mick, and they get into all sorts of cringe-tastic disasters while they work together at Pottsfield Leisure Centre. And no running, though, which is a little odd, isn't it? Now, there's 5 seasons that you can actually watch on iPlayer right now, and it's definitely worth the watch, I'd say.
Now I want to tell you all about Capture the Flag. This is available on Netflix, and this is all about a young boy who's the son and grandson of strange astronauts. Now he joins the family business on a mission to save the moon from a greedy billionaire, because obviously that's something that happens in the world, isn't it? That's on Netflix right now.
Now, this is Horrid Henry, but it's the movie. Now, this is on Amazon Prime. Henry hates his school and never does his homework, but when it is learned that the school would soon shut down, Henry teams up with his arch enemy Margaret in order to save the school. Would you save your school? That's a good question, actually. And you can watch this on Amazon Prime right now.
Do you know my favourite bit about that? That the arch enemy is called Margaret. What a good enemy name.
It's true.
Right, Disney Plus has Viking School for you. This is a must-see. Eric, Ilva and Annie are budding Vikings, confident that they have what it takes to succeed in the ruthless Viking school. But the road to graduation, well, it's long. Season 1 is on Disney Plus for you right now, so you can go and watch it as much as you want.
My final pick this week, it's a bit of a classic / new. So this is The Beaker Girls. It's on iPlayer, and it's Jess and Tracy Beaker, and they're loving their new life by the seaside. But the arrival of teenage runaway Jordan is about to change everything for the Beaker Girls. You can catch episodes of season 2 actually on CBBC, and that's Fridays at 6 p.m. And you can catch season 1 if you need to catch up, and that's on iPlayer.
Now, look, so many great things that we have spoke about this week. So many amazing things to go and watch. You had to look forward there, 5 absolute must-sees. And don't forget about all the musicals. What one was your fave again?
Matilda.
Yeah, Matilda. Yeah, it is great. Go check it out. And that is all we've got time for this week. Thanks for being there.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'm a huge fan of the supercomputer, Connor.
So am I.
Yeah. Wonder what's going to happen next time. Now, if you have enjoyed this episode as much as we've enjoyed making it for you, then why not give us a little follow and you don't miss any future episodes. You can actually rate the podcast as well. 5 stars. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, we only do 5 stars. Thank you. Now, if you would like to get involved with episodes in the future, head over to funkidslive.com/stream it. We'd love to hear from you and see how you can hear your voice on the pod. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, that is the thing, and we would love to do it for you. But that's it for today's episodes, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
See ya.